नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Chaitanya Bhagavat text 117, chapter 13, Madhya Khanda, the deliverance of Jagai and Madhai. Text 117. Nityananda Haridas Henai Samaye दिवस वृत्तांत यथ सम्मुखे कहे. So when Lord Gauranga was sitting in the assembly of his great divine associates, then Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas, they one time came before the Lord, and they reported to him what has happened during the day for the pleasure of the Lord. That is the biggest satisfaction for a Sankirtan preacher, that he comes in the evening and presents his service at the lotus feet of the Lord. That's why Prabhupada used to also set up the program of in the daytime can do Sankirtan, and evening come and offer that service to the lotus feet of the Lord. Whether we are able to meet even one soul or not, give Gauranga Krishna consciousness to even one soul or not, is immaterial. The most important thing is we have tried to follow the order of the Lord. That is the main thing. So, the Lord always derives pleasure from hearing this. Nityananda Prabhu is speaking, and Haridas Thakur is joining him about the events which occurred in the day. Because they had gone out on the order of the Lord, so it is their duty to inform the Lord what has happened. And they are not ordinary preachers. They are, it's like a network marketing, of Gauranga's mercy. Nityananda Haridas are the first level preachers who report directly to Gauranga. We come down from the Parampara system, we report to our own Gurudev, our Gurudev reports to his Gurudev, and his Gurudev reports to his Gurudev. In that way, our Sankirtana, Prachar, preaching, ultimately reaches Gauranga. But Haridas, ultimately our report has to actually reach Nityananda, because without Nityananda we cannot even reach Gauranga. He is the Adi Guru. So Nityananda Prabhu becoming pleased at our insignificant efforts to spread his holy names, then he will recommend or report our preaching to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Like this, what he is doing now. So that will be the success of our bhakti, the yoga, being recognized by Lord Nityananda. Text 118. Aparupa dekhilam aji dui jon, parama madhyapa puno balai brahman. My dear Gauranga, today we saw a very, very, very peculiar, very astonishing, very, very strange sight. Two strange persons. They were drunkards. They were actually called themselves as Brahmanas. They had been born in a very pious Brahmana family, but they had become extremely sinful. Paramamadhyapa means they were gigantic drunkards, supremely intoxicated people. And we had the opportunity to meet them and to pass on your order to them. Text 119. Bharare balila tare balo Krishna naam Khedadiya anileka bhagya rahe pran. We humbly and nicely requested, as per your order, we humbly requested them to take your holy names, take the name of Lord Krishna. In spite of accepting our humble request, they started chasing us, to kill us, to beat us, to harm us. And it is by your mercy, it is by our great fortune that we have survived today. And we have come back to your lotus feet. So that's a problem, that when the heart becomes very hard by sinful activity, no amount of humility also is able to affect the heart. And Supreme Lord Nityananda Prabhu has become humble before Jagai and Madhai. But still they are not able to. And they are 100%, the same order which Gauranga has given, that same order is being received through Nityananda, 100% transmission. Because Nityananda is the most transparent medium of Gauranga's mercy. Who can be more fortunate to hear that same order from Nityananda? In fact, that order becomes even more nectarian. Pibata Bhagavatam rasam mahalayam muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavuka. That Bhagavatam became even more nectarian when it emanated from the lotus mouth of Srila Shukadeva Goswami. So, Muhura, Rasika, just like a parrot when it, with the beak, when it touches the fruit, then it becomes even more sweet. Similarly, the Gauranga's order is the same for all souls eternally. But when that order is heard from Lord Nityananda Prabhu's lotus mouth, then that order becomes so sublime, it can inundate the whole creation. Bala Krishna, Khedadiya anilek, bhagya rahe pran. So my dear Lord, we have just passed on your order and we are fortunate to survive. Text 120. Actually, Jagai Madhai are very, very fortunate because Nityananda Prabhu is recommending them to Gauranga. He's talking about them. In the whole creation is talking about Gauranga and Nityananda. And Gauranga is now talking about Jagai. And Nityananda is talking about Jagai and Madhai. And Gauranga is actually taking up the discussion now. He's saying, Prabhu bole keshe dui ki batar naam brahmano hayya kene karahen kam. Lord Gauranga said, who are those two? What are their names? Why, even though being born in a Brahmana family in Sri Navadvipa Dham, why are they engaged in some abominable activities? Actually, this very moment, Gauranga could understand the heart of Nityananda Prabhu. And because Nityananda had the desire to deliver them, to get them delivered by Gauranga. So Gauranga already decided in his heart that he will fulfill this order of Nityananda Prabhu. That is the greatness of the Lord. Even before Nityananda Prabhu expressed that desire, he already decided to deliver them. Text 121. Sammukhe achila Ganga das Srinivas kahayate katara vikarma prakash. At that time, Gangadas Pandit and Srivas Thakur, they were both standing nearby, and they were residents of Navadvip from a long time, before the advent of Gauranga. Srivas Thakur and Gangadas Pandit. Gangadas Pandit is the teacher of Gauranga, Nimai. So, they were sitting before the Lord, and Srivas Thakur took this chance to start narrating the sinful activities of these two, Jagai and Madhai, so that Gauranga Mahaprabhu gets a better idea of whom he is going to deliver. Text 122. Sheduira Nama Prabhu Jagai Madhai Subrahmana Putra Dui Janma Ethai. My dear Lord, their names are Jagai and Madhai. They are the sons of two sons of Brahmana, pious Brahmana family. And the very fact that their family was very pious is that they took birth in Navadvip Dham. Sangha doshe shedonhara hena haila mati ajanma madira vayan nahi gati. By demoniac association, their consciousness became wicked, evil, and crooked. Association is actually the single most factor which has a powerful influence on our consciousness. So they fell into wrong association. Rupa Goswami warns us in Updesham that Janasangascha Laulyam Shadbiru Bhaktir Vinashyati Utsahan Nishchayat Dhairyat Tat Karma Pravartanat Sangatyagat Sato Vritti Shadbir Bhakti Prasiddhati. If you want bhakti to increase, then one has to do something and do not something. Do something is Sangatyagat, means to give up the association. Wrong association, bad association which leads us away from bhakti, and a thing conducive to bhakti and a thing unfavorable to bhakti is to associate, have that association which undermines our devotional propensities. So both positive and negative means don't do it. And take positive association. Don't take negative association and take the association of Vaishnavas, positive. Both is required. So one cannot remain in the middle. Unfortunately, Jagai and Madhai fell into very, very bad hands. One can imagine what kind of association they had, because they themselves have become now the mine of bad qualities. Because Ajanma Madirabai, from their very birth, somehow, when they were children, they started drinking wine and eating meat. From their very birth, plundering, killing animals, killing human beings, plundering wealth, stealing from others, burning people's houses. Even when they were children, they were engaged in this kind of activities. Text 124. Sheduira bhaye nadiyara loka dare, hena nahi jar ghare churi nahi kare. Everyone in Navadvip, every single person is afraid of these two. Nobody, either you can become famous by having good qualities or you can become famous by having bad qualities. Infamy. Nowadays, everyone, people are, some people are so much after fame that they don't mind becoming famous in a bad way. They just want to hungry to become famous. Hook or by crook, I should be known. Either I am known as a murderer or I don't care. Should become famous. So here Jagai and Matai famous all over Navadvip. Everyone. There was not a single home which they had not robbed, stolen. Every home their dark shadow had entered. And they had stolen from every home, plundered every home. Actually at that time Navadvip was a very, very prosperous center, one of the great centers of learning in Bharatvarsha. It was not a small place. There were hundreds of Bhattacharyas and Chakravartis, people who were. So 125. Sheduira pataka kahite nahi thai, apane sakala dekh janah gosai. There is no limit to their sinful activities, my dear Lord. We can never be able to describe even a small particle of them. Tiny particle. Oh Lord, what shall we describe further? You already are Sakshi, Jagat Sakshi. You are the seer of every soul's activities, past, present and future. What can we tell you more? You know everything. There is no corner of this creation which you don't know. Not only you know the present, you know the past and the future also. So, text 126. Prabhu bole jano jano she dui beta, khand khand karimu aile muraheta. Lord Gauranga said, I know them. Jano, Dui Beta, they are my children, they are my Spartan parcel souls, I know them. But if they come here, I will cut them to pieces with my Sudarshan Chakra. Because they have caused so much, they have murdered so many, they have caused so much harm, so much violence, cruelty. Cannot allow them to live further. Text 127. Nityananda bole khanda khanda kar tumi, shei dui thakite kotha na jaibe ami. Lord Nityananda is increasing the mellows of the pastime. So Nityananda is telling Gauranga, you can cut them to pieces if you want, you do whatever you want, but I tell you one thing, I am not going to go out again to follow your order unless both of them are present in Navadvip Dham. I am not going to go outside. Actually, this is Nityananda Prabhu's trick to actually make, instigate the Lord, spiritually, to inspire the Lord to deliver them. I will not be able to follow your order as long as they are alive. As long as they are present in this demoniac form. So Gauranga becomes serious now. Text 128. Kisherava eta tumi karah badai आगे से दुई जने गोविंद बलाय. Why are you just doing this glorification of yourself? That you will cut them and you will do this and you will do that. My dear Lord, why are you unnecessarily doing all this? First, my challenge to you is, why don't you make them chant the name of Govinda? Gauranga. Why don't you make them chant your names first? To cut anyone or kill anyone is very easy. Finish it off. But your mercy, your incarnation, you have not come with any weapons. In all other incarnation you had weapons. Why do you want to force a Sudarshan Chakra to come in Kali Yuga? If you take the Sudarshan Chakra, you will have to be able to kill 99% of the population. So, your incarnation is actually to change their hearts. Not to kill the sinful, but to kill the sin in their heart. By your holy names, by your bodily beauty, by your associates, by your holy abode, by your pastimes. This is why your incarnation is there in Kali Yuga. So, why don't you make them chant the name? Text 129, 130. Swabhave dharmi ke balaye Krishna naam ए दुई भी कर्म भई नहीं जानेयान. Nityananda Prabhu is very expert in petitioning the Lord for the fallen conditioned souls. That is why Nityananda Prabhu is our only hope. Because he will petition the Lord. So, here Nityananda is saying that those who are pious by nature, by their birth, by their previous pious activities, previous bhakti, anyway they will chant your name. What is the big thing? Anyway the pious people will chant your holy name. There is no big thing in that. But these two are vikarmis. They are the most sinful. And if you make them to chant, then there will be something. If you can change their karma, you can make them into devotees. Because it is possible. If you want, you can. You are the master. Creation. So, ye dui vikarma. They do not know about the glories of your holy names. Ye dui uddharo yadi diya bhakti dhan tabe jani pataki pavana hena naam. My dear Lord, if you can deliver these two uddharo, deliver and liberate them from the cycle of birth and death, giving them your pure love. Bhakti dhan, give them your dhan means charity, and give them your pure devotional service, unalloyed, which is even hankered by yogis and rishis and Brahma and Shiva, the demigods. If you can give them that, then I will understand that your name of Pataki Pavan, Patita Pavan, this name is actually justified. Then I can accept that this name will be justified. My dear Lord, please. What a beautiful verse. I mean, what mercy Nityananda is demonstrating here. Those who are very, those who are faithful devotees of Nityananda Prabhu can understand this verse is a personification of mercy. How much eager he is to petition the Lord for the conditioned souls. How much. He uses all his expertise. The next verse even proves that, even more. Amare tariya jato tomar mahima tatodhika eduera uddharera sima. Nityananda Prabhu is saying that, oh my Lord, how can he say this? This is a demonstration of ultimate humility. Lord Nityananda Prabhu is saying that the fame you have achieved in this creation by delivering me, even higher than that fame, that glory you will achieve by delivering them. Tatodhika eduera uddharera sima. What a beautiful verse. It shows the great compassion of Nityananda, Mahavadanyaya, known as Maha, great benevolence. Nityananda Prabhu is saying that the mercy you have delivered me. Actually, Nityananda Prabhu is no need to be delivered. He is eternally the Lord. But he is putting himself in a position of a devotee. And he is saying that you gave me your association in Navadvip and you delivered me and you were glorified in this world as the brother of Lord Nitai, Balaram. But even more glory you will get if you deliver these two. Jagai, Madhai, Uddharak. Please, my dear Lord, please. I fall at your lotus feet. Please do consider their deliverance. The whole text 131 is complete.